All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol SNDL, Sundial Growers Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So Sundial Growers Inc. has actually been in a bearish run. Today, it broke through support, hit lows here of about $45.99, which is very important. We want to keep that in mind. 46 cents is one of the most important numbers based off of our previous support here. Now, it was turned into a support. I talked about it based off of the recent chart analysis and yesterday's video, and I've talked about it in previous videos, that 46 cents was going to be a very important number. Now, it got pretty close to it, reaching $45.99, basically to the thousands place. You can round it up to 46 cents. And you can see how it nicely held itself up at a support there. It didn't break through it. We wanted to watch for that. That was a key indicator on knowing if the bears were going to continue to tear this down in this direction. Now, it doesn't mean that the bears can't do it yet. We need to watch it again. 46 cents is probably one of the most important numbers here as we see the chart and moving forward for the next coming days. So our support was broken through. The bulls brought it right back up, broke through resistance, broke through the 50-day moving average, and it leveled off back below it. So we're going to look at some new numbers here. We're going to look at the chart. 46 cents is still one of the most important support levels based off the chart, the history of the chart, the lowest point in this bearish run, and it held itself up. But if it gets broken through, this could be on its way down to newer lows and being dominated by the bears. But right now, the bulls are doing really well at holding this up. They have this sideways movement, and if they break through the 50-day moving average, this could be on its way up to newer highs and newer levels of resistance. So we're going to look at our resistance. We're going to look at the 50-day moving average and why the 50-day moving average is so important. And we're going to look at our support. Now, I also want to announce to all investors the stock picks forum that I have here that I started a week ago. The website is investfortomorrow.com. You could see the forums. You can also see the intro video giving you information and insight on the purpose of the website and what it's going to look like moving forward as it continues to be developed. And you have the member options to choose from. One will show you the stock picks forum and information on stocks, and the other will give you additional content for other areas of finance and investing. You can read down below to see what each one offers. It's completely optional, and I highly encourage everyone to read the disclaimer so no one is misled and misinformed on the purpose of the website. But jumping back into SNDL, I want every single investor to pay close attention to these numbers. So let's tune in here and see what is important for tomorrow, what's important in the near long term, and then also our 50-day moving average. It's probably one of the most important numbers. So highest point reached after hitting the lows of 46 cents is 59.54, almost 60 cents. I mean, to the hundreds and thousands place, but 59.54 to be exact. I'd write that down. That is probably the most important resistance level for the next coming days and weeks. And if that gets broken through, this will pull further away from the 50-day moving average and work its way up to newer highs. So where we're at right now, we are seeing this below the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is 53.82. 53.82 to be exact. It keeps jumping around, can't land on it. 53.82 is where we're at with our 50-day moving average. We're currently below it, and that means we are in bearish territory. When we're in bearish territory, this is about to head to newer lows unless the bulls work their way back up and break through it. So if the bulls break through this 50-day moving average, they are certainly on their way back into bullish territory. So when we're below it, bearish. When we're above it, bullish. We're currently sitting down here at 52 cents, and our 50-day moving average is 53.82 to be exact. Now, the bulls don't just want to break through the 50-day moving average. They want to break through resistance as well and the highest point up here. But our support, I want to talk about that first to put emphasis on it, and that is 49.90. $49.94 gets broken through, we have that window from our current support of $49.94 all the way down to 46 cents to see if the bulls are reappearing or are the bears tearing this one down. It's going to be very, very important for the bulls to keep that in mind and every single investor to watch this closely. $49.94 gets broken through. You have the small window between 46 cents and 49 cents to see the behavior and how quickly is it moving to newer lows, or are the bulls trying to reappear? Because we want to keep in mind, if this breaks through support, this is moving further away from the 50-day moving average in a downward direction, getting deeper into bearish territory. So I want every single investor to pay very close attention to the behavior of this stock if it gets broken through. Now, on the other hand, we have our resistance. This resistance is very important. Okay, so the 50-day moving average, super important to get back into bullish territory, but this resistance will go ahead and signify and indicate to us investors that the stock is building momentum and pulling away from the 50-day moving average by turning 55.06 into support. Now, since it's to the thousandths place, 06, you could round it down to 55 cents, but to be exact, 55.06. If that gets turned into a support, the bulls are now creating that staircase effect, right? They broke through the 50-day moving average, they break through resistance, and then their next resistance is slightly up there. And they create that staircase effect to continue to work their way up to newer highs and pull further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. So it's going to be super important for us to pay close attention to these numbers, and the bulls need to break through this resistance to pull further away and start that catalyst from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. So 55.06, my emphasis is on that, and I want every single investor to be aware of that, and then way up here at the 59 mark. But right now, 55.06 is super important, and I want every single investor to keep that in mind, pay close attention to it, and the bulls need to break through this to get deeper into bullish territory and pull away from the 50-day moving average. But we can see here there's a slight momentum being picked up, and if the bulls can continue it, they could have that opportunity. I mean, the 50-day moving average is coming towards the price, and if the bulls just slightly bring themselves up, they have that opportunity to continue to break through new resistance levels, newer highs, and work deeper into bullish territory. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends, and also hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Again, I'm going to put down below in the link, right in the description of the new website. I just launched it. It is optional, and it's a members forum for every single member that is interested in joining, and there's going to be great information as it unravels. And also, the first stock that I've already talked about and picked went up almost $1 since I mentioned it on Sunday. So I'm going to share that stuff later on this week so that you guys can check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.